I picked this Jeep up yesterday. We went and grabbed it, put it on the trailer, brought it home. No lie. It's been 2 days into Jeep ownership, and someone thinks they're funny. Real funny. I want to start today off by telling you guys thank you for letting me take a little bit of time off. I went to Washington with my wife for our 10th anniversary, and it was absolutely beautiful. We stayed up by Mount Rainier. We checked out Mount Rainier State Park. There's still snow on the ground everywhere, and we saw some beautiful, beautiful stuff. Biggest trees I've ever seen. I've actually never been to the Pacific Northwest, and it was amazing. Had a little cabin up there. It was just a great vacation, some quality time I spent with my wife, something we've been needing to do for a while. So yeah, I had to take a little bit of time off and you know, make that a priority, which I did. But now time to get back after some things, right? So first of all, we'll start this video with I think good news. I'm gonna say I think it's good news. We know what's going on with the Dakota, and so I talked with Pete Nichols from Circle D Transmissions, sent him some of the data logs of before and after the Turbo 400 to the 4L80E, and yeah, this converter's tight, but it's tight on purpose. It's what he calls a 4C configuration, and there is about a 350 RPM difference for when the converter is flashing, which that's a big deal with this big camshaft in the 5.3, meaning that it's not flashing as much as it was before, so therefore it's not putting as much power to the ground when it leaves, which is affecting the ET. However, the 4C configuration, especially with this big, large camshaft for 5.3, changes some things up for nitrous. So it actually should be pretty happy with nitrous. So the moral of the story here, or the point I'm getting at, is we're going to probably put off the whole let's make it run 11s on motor and go ahead and go straight for let's make it run 10s on nitrous. So actually got a good deal from a friend of mine who's selling me a nitrous kit with a bottle heater and a purge kit and everything. You guys have probably seen this car in the channel. His name's Chuck. He's made me a pretty good deal, so I'm gonna be picking that stuff up, and we're gonna be putting nitrous on the truck. Now we're gonna go out and test. We're not going straight up full bore right away, but it's gonna be a little bit of a learning process for me because I haven't done much nitrous before. But we are gonna go with the progressive nitrous kit on this and see what we can do with it. So I'm excited to kind of go down that road. But with that said, there's been a whole lot of Dakota stuff going on. And, you know, I'm actually ready for a little break of Dakota stuff. So I imagine you guys might be too, maybe not. But I've actually kind of been thinking about this for a little bit on kind of what I should do next. So I was debating, should we mess with the Sonoma GT? We've pulled some stock turbo parts off of here that we could transplant to here. So that's an idea. We also have the V10 Dakota project that we eventually need to start, hopefully this year. So there's that as well. I was gonna see if you guys wanted to do that. But then Greg sent me an ad on Facebook Marketplace, and I saw it, and I was like, you know what? I can't pass that up. That's a pretty good deal. So we're gonna break some things up for a little while and work on a different project. Well, you probably already saw it on the thumbnail because I don't think I hid this one from you guys on the thumbnail. But yeah, I bought a Jeep. I just got it home. It's a 1981 CJ7, and it's pretty rust free. It's a little rough as far as cosmetically what goes. We're gonna have to do a little bit of elbow grease to shine it up and stuff like that. And you know what? I think it's just gonna be a fun little project. Now, am I a Jeep guy? No, I'm not a Jeep guy. But I bought one previously with a friend of mine named Jess, and we did pretty well on it. So I'm actually looking forward to this. My buddy Tommy, who does the welding on the channel and stuff when I need help, y'all have seen him. He's big into Jeeps, and some other friends are as well. And so here it is, 1981 Jeep CJ7, and it's actually in pretty good shape. Now, it's super dirty. It's been sitting under a carport for the last 8 years is what I'm figuring out. It does run and drive and move and stop and all that fun stuff. Some of that needs to be made better, made a little bit more roadworthy, but here's what we're working at. So we're working with a solid tub. There's no rust underneath here where they usually rust out at. I think the windshield looks pretty good. It doesn't have any rust around it. That's kind of a normal place, what I'm reading. Also in here, looks like there's a little bit of stuff going on here, but that's kind of surface stuff that we can take care of. It has some kind of coating on the floor, which it looks like bed liner, so that's what my assumption is. And there's all kinds of dirt and stuff in it. There's been chickens in it. In fact, when we went to pick it up yesterday, there was a chicken egg on the floor. But I got it for a really, really good deal from a very nice family, not too far from here. And you know, when Greg sent me that and the price that it was, I was like, I kind of want to jump on this. And I don't know if I'm going to share pricing and stuff with you at the moment. I'll debate that in my head to see if we do like a full budget thing on this. But I can tell you, I'll tell you this, it was less than $5,000. So, you know, we can start there, and then I'll relinquish info if I feel like this is the project to do it on. But I think it's been painted. You do have some paint through spots here on the hood, but I think this is the original color, although that might be primer. I think it was light blue. That's my gut feeling, because you can see all that here. One thing I'm not a big fan of is they put these rails across the door channels, and obviously you can see this one is ripped. So I'm gonna have to fix that. So the first thing I'm gonna order, I've actually ordered one already because I found it on eBay, are some seat risers for these. Now these are rugged ridge seats, which I see mixed reviews on, but I don't know, we'll do the best with them with what we can. I'm going to order some sliders for them too, because they are fixed at the moment. Luckily, they're set up for a short person, so I'm okay on that. It's got a, I think they call it a 258. It's a straight 6, 4.2 liter. So it is not a 4-cylinder, which I'm happy about. I'm not sure I would have bought it if it was a 4-cylinder. Just because they're not that desired to sell. Because this will be not a long-term project. We will probably fix this up and sell it. But it's all there. It's all original. Actually has the smog pump on it. And it's hooked up, I believe. But that'll be coming off because we don't need all that. It's got a factory carburetor on it. And I, you know, just talking to friends already, it seems like we're gonna maybe make a plan to change that and upgrade that, as well as a HEI distributor. It does run good now, but like the idle kind of goes up and down with the choke. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but there's that. There's no rust. Oh, there is a little rust, or that's paint flaking off. Actually, that's not rust, that's just bad prep work. Doesn't look like there's any rust in the firewall other than over here by the master cylinder, which has been leaking, I think, and it's really not bad. It's kind of part of it. And there's just a whole lot I gotta learn. You guys know much about CJ7s? If you do, put some stuff down in the box and let me know, you know, what to expect with all this. This is interesting. There's a piece over here. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or not. Is it the same on the other side? Yeah, it is. Interesting. So it's like a, I don't know what that's all about. See, things I don't know. It has this chrome grille on it, which I would like to probably pull off and leave body color. Has these steel wheels on it, which are just like aftermarket steel wheels. I don't think they're factory, with these mud terrain tires, and I'm pretty sure these guys are super old. I don't know if I can find a date code. I can find some dry rot already. Let me see if I can find a date code on these guys. They're not always on the outside. You know, I'm not 100% sure. I'll keep looking and I'll let y'all know on that. Let me see any out here. I don't see anything as far as date codes go, but I'll keep looking, like I said. But they have to be replaced, so it'll get a set of wheels and tires for sure. I'd like to get a different steering wheel, an OE steering wheel. I don't like aftermarket steering wheels. It is a tilt column though, which I just realized, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it needs some love. It needs some switches. It needs some things like that. So yeah, what do you guys think? Is this something you're interested in following along with? I know it's not in the normal purview of the channel, but I do like to buy a vehicle every now and then and spruce it up. So we're not going to do a whole lot on this one today. I am going to vacuum out the interior, and then we're going to pressure wash it and see what's underneath it. So we will eventually pressure wash all the undercarriage of it, which is going to be a fun job, but not today. And look at everything. You know, I've kind of been under it before, looking around. I don't see anything kind of rust to worry about. I imagine we'll do some front end work on it, but you know, this isn't going to be a full restore, but we're going to make it look as nice as possible, get it driving pretty well, enjoy it, and sell it. So let me know what you guys think. So I will get this thing back in the shop. Oh, I'll go ahead and start it up for y'all right now too. But yeah, I'll get this thing back in the shop, and then we'll get it all vacuumed out, and then we'll pressure wash it and see what it looks like when we're done. Nope, it wants the clutch. So we gotta get in here. Starts out pretty good. Sounds like it's got a little exhaust leak, which I'm not surprised at. But power steering, manual brakes, kind of want to change that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, I've already named it Meet Lego. Yeah, Lego, because literally you can take this thing apart and put it back together as much as you want. But again, I'm not a Jeep guy, so I'm not going out and buying ducks. Don't bring your ducks here. I don't need your ducks. I don't want your ducks. The ducks are not going on the dash. Don't you do it. No ducks, okay? Y'all keep your ducks to yourselves. I shot this first portion of the video on my lunch break today. I had a couple extra minutes, and I said, you know what, let me go out and shoot the intro so I can kind of get ahead of things this week. And I ate lunch, and I went back to work, and I heard the Amazon man come up, and I was like, my wife probably ordered something. And no, I picked this Jeep up yesterday. We went and grabbed it, put it on the trailer, brought it home. No lie. It's been 2 days into Jeep ownership, and someone thinks they're funny. Real funny. Keep your ducks to yourself. I don't need your ducks. I am not about that life. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with these things. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Do I put my name on them and give them to you guys? I don't know. Don't send me any more ducks, because I have nothing to do with them. Please don't send me any more ducks. But there, whoever sent those, I hope you're happy. The ducks are in the Jeep. They're about to be out of the Jeep. And... Well, I can officially say I think it's summer. Even though it's only May, I don't know when the official date is, but I think it's 90 something outside already, and not my favorite time of year, but I got something kind of cool to get me through the summer, so we're looking forward to that, right? Well, this house she cleaned up. Still pretty rough. Still pretty rough. And well, I even tried to clean up a little bit of the paint right there, and it's real thin. So that might be fun, trying to get this thing shined up. So we'll see what we can do. Hit it with the wheel. It's real thin. It's not in great shape, so if we do burn through it, whatever, you know. But she cleaned up pretty good. I'd say it looks a whole lot better than all the extra mud and everything on it. The inside looks pretty good. Got most of the water drained out. It's been bed lined, which can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. It can hide rust, but I don't think there's a lot of rust on this Jeep. Frame, you can see, came out pretty good, and we're pretty solid around the cab mounts. Looks like there's a little bit of rot there, maybe just from that sheet metal. We'll see. So we still have to get underneath it and you know, clean it all up and see what we're working with there. I don't know how far I'm going to go in this thing. We'll see, you know. This side's paint at the moment looks better than the other side, which tells me that maybe it faced the sun on that side and not on this side. The tailgate, we open this up, is probably the best paint on the whole truck. So I'm guessing they did like a Earl Schreiber paint job or something on this thing. I'm still pretty confident that this is not the original color. So did see some Bondo back here, so need to look for some rust in there. Did see some little bit of rust peeking over here, which is actually really normal because the battery tray is right here, so they like to rust a little bit there. These guys are, I guess they were chrome, so I'm gonna have to get a new one of these, and I'm okay with that. And I don't think that'll be too big of a job. Plus it'll give us a chance to look at this windshield frame and see if it's any good, because they've got a lot of surface rust coming through. It's almost like they just didn't prep it well when they painted it. A lot of these spots and stuff everywhere. Paint's, you know, it's got some contaminants in it is what it is. So but other than that, it came out, looks better than it did. I wasn't expecting perfection here, but should be a fun little summer ride. So yeah, this side has definitely had the sun baking on it for a long time. Apparently the sweet people I bought it from, they had it for 2 years and just drove it around their property, and it was in kind of a covered garage, just without a door. But before that, it sat under a carport for about 6 years, he said. So I don't think there's been a whole lot of movement in 6 years on this thing. So I'm hoping my friend Tommy can come over Sunday, help me look at it. We're gonna go over it and see what it needs. I have already ordered the seat mounts because this ain't gonna work. One thing is, I don't know if I told you guys, you haven't seen it yet, but it came with full doors, 2 full doors, and they're the same color. They're a little rough, but they're same color. But they will not close with this seat contraption setup that's gonna have to come off. So getting rid of this seat contraption, I'm getting 2 seat risers, one with a slider, so it's adjustable over there. The shifter is super sloppy. It is what it is. I ordered a bushing for that already. We'll see if that fixes it or makes it a little bit better. We'll see. And also I ordered some shifter boots because, well, you know, air conditioning there. I do want to figure out what we're gonna do with these, because a lot of them are coming off like that, and that's not excellent. I might be able to fix it, we'll see. So I want to work on that. Other than that, a lot of cleaning up to do. I'd like to try to get this thing running and driving real well. I'm waiting on some stuff with the title, so I can't really get it on the road yet anyway. So let's give it a once over, see what it takes to make it safely run and drive, and then we'll take some trips in it, you know, do some road tests, you know. So we'll go from there. So let me know what you guys think. Is something you guys want to see on the channel? It's outside our normal kind of, well, I mean, we got a lot of funny different things, right? So, but this is a 4x4, so we don't usually do 4x4s. We don't usually do Jeeps, but this I'm looking forward to this, you know. Of course, I've already put time into it, so therefore I'm already like, I like this thing. Well, again, let me know what you think of Lego. Should be a fun summer project. Something that can kind of go in between what we're doing with all the other stuff. Pretty soon we'll be putting nitrous on Nopar. I told you guys about that earlier. And I'll have some parts for this to start getting busy on this. So, looking forward to it. I'm also going to do a bikini top on this thing. What do you guys think? Should I spend $1,000 on a full top, or I think it's $200 on a bikini top, or $109 on a bikini top? And if I do, since it has tan visors and tan seats, I think I might go tan. I don't know. That's what, you know, I don't want to buy a whole bunch of accessories for this thing, but I would like to know what you guys think as far as that goes. And I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a good change in pace. So if you're new to the channel, we have all kinds of stuff. We got a 68 Nova, we got a 63 Bel Air, we got a 92 GMC Sonoma GT, a twin turbo coming up Dodge Dakota that we have just put Viking coilovers on and rebuilt the front end, a drag and drive Dakota, which was my high school truck that we affectionately called Mopar. We affectionately call that one Gramps. You'll see why once we get that on the road. And this is Greg's 93 GMC Typhoon that he's had for quite a while. And, well, you know, he's getting some beautiful work done on this thing, and getting pretty close to having it back together, and some upgrades and stuff like that. So, we also have more stuff that's not here. So, we always got something going on. If you are new, please consider subscribing and hanging out with us. If you're a Jeep person, let us know what we should do with the Jeep. Let me know if you have any CJ7 tips, tricks, or whatever. I'd love to get ideas from you, you know. So, because I'm just getting my feet wet with this stuff. And, well, we'd just love to have you hang out. Leave us a comment if you'd like. We always get back to you. At least right now we can. So, other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. You can check us out on Instagram and Facebook at The RacerX Garage. And you can check some of our t-shirts and hats and stuff out at racerxgarage.com. Other than that, again, like I said, have a fantastic weekend. And we'll see y'all next time. Until next time, you know the deal. Y'all be good.